Not much gives me a sinking feeling in my chest anymore. I don't even need to bring down the heart rate. I don't even need to do the sensei reset. I learned that a long time ago. I'm realizing, well, I've been realizing, people in spiritual communities get targeted. I happen to fall into that. But here's the thing. They got the wrong one. See, this heart, this pump, it's fucking analog. I've been in my head and in my heart my whole fucking life. I've been isolated my whole life. That's why they fear me. Because I saw it all, my nervous system mapped the whole fucking thing out before my logical mind could put it all together. And as time's come along, I've been putting more and more and more. And I've been archiving, screenshotting the best I can, because I'm not going to fall victim to rabbit holes anymore. This shit just, I would investigate a little bit, and then I would go off the fucking jollies. This is just from like 6 hours. And this is the final draft. I have like 3 other drafts. Fucking rap manifesto. Everything is in here in a very broad stroke. Missing a few things, of course. Some key things. Well, a bunch of shit, actually. Like everything. Even the quantum mechanics and the God. And I don't know if we got into sacred geometry and all that stuff. That's besides the point. I've been pulling cards. Trying to make science. Trying to be scientific about it. I don't know what the fuck they mean. Yeah. Yesterday, I pulled one. It was the 4 of Wands. I don't even know. Oh wait. I don't know. Some dude. Oh, it doesn't fucking matter. The middle one was the Ace of Swords. On the left, the Queen of Cups. On the right, the King of Cups. Something in reverse. A cathedral upside down. The last card, the only one in reverse. And I come across a channel. 100,000 people. I imagine a good portion of those, I sound like in the comments, the 2 comment sections I skimmed over, I replied, I said, the amygdala shift? Question mark. Related to betrayal, trauma, being in fight or flight. Drug addiction, certainly too. If you're an addict and in recovery, and you wonder why the little things are so joyous and bring you so much pleasure, I actually looked into this. There's the chances of like a poly drug user, route of administration, yes please, 25 years or so on maintenance drugs for 13 and 43 living in my parents' basement. Failure by system standards. Walkout basement. Not terrible. I'm a fucking pig though. Because the mind has to reflect reality. Aren't most geniuses? Einstein forgot his fucking pants. I'm not even saying I'm genius. I just learned how to fucking calm the nervous system. And I've been doing it my whole life. I've been doing it my whole life. And so I've been on this quest my whole life. Is I never put God in a box. And I saw the cage, the schedules of reinforcement, the levers, the justice system, the system, the competing schedules of reinforcement, and the pitting of groups of people against each other, and forcing people to compete for everything with one another, like it's a fucking Roman Colosseum gladiator fight. Essentially, that's what it is. Father of operant conditioning, B.F. Skinner. The rat is always right. The rat's behavior is, in that setting, just data. In the cage, pressing the lever for the light for a pellet. That's an organic, analog system, a beating heart. Here's the thing about rats, too. One of the very few that have the most human-like communal resource sharing. You know, like, think about the best times in your life when you actually felt joy. You were always sharing with somebody, right? I know for me, I had to grow some nice flower. I'd get higher smoking it with somebody, not selling it to them. And when I would smoke alone, it just wouldn't hit the same. Imagine there's something else there with being with another person. But when you've isolated the analog system, going back into an environment that's you've been out of for so long, hyper aware. Here's the thing about the nervous system. It takes in all kinds of data. That's why you have repressed memories and you feel them physically. I'm just a layman. I got a degree in behavioral psychology, and I worked on the front lines for 10 years in special education. I know a thing or two about schedules of reinforcement and conditioning. And to see that it, to actually experience an amygdala shift, as I call it. And this is a real thing. Well, here's the thing. I need to oscillate back into the spirit. It's all connected. It's all connected. It's a loop. And some people, everybody at one point or another is on the loop. Fucking A. Bill Hicks. The loop. I'm going to stick with mine. The loop. And for a moment, sometimes it's longer. Tesla got off the loop, but he was it was a different operating system. It was a fear-based operating system still. You think Tesla, bright mind, died penniless with pigeons because he wanted the lever for himself. He couldn't give it away. But how did he get there? And by the lever, let me explain that. In the Skinner box, there's a rat, and then you say you have a light would come on, right? And there'd be a red light and a green light, red light and a green light. That would be the environmental stimulus. Well, this would be like a discrete trial training. There's all sorts of shit they do, man. Basically, it's reward centers of the brain. Let's just cut down to the chase. And humans is the fucking basal ganglia. And the other day I had a stupid fucking saying come to my head. Has anyone asked you how your basal ganglia is doing today? Bet you they haven't. Or did I hear that or read it on a bumper sticker somewhere when I was like 15 or something? Who the fuck knows? Anyway, I'll answer that later. Not where I saw it, but why it happened. Or how it could have happened. I guarantee other shit like that's happened to other people. Yeah. See, we have to ground and anchor to analog reality, discharge the system, neutralize it, because the jollies are just so great. But people are coming to, and they like it as a very intense spiritual experience where maybe it's terrifying, but it's also, the fear is gone and it's just dopamine and endorphins. And for me, it was betrayal, trauma, and beginning to see everything for what it actually was. And something behind my fucking eyes, center of my skull, I felt it, and it just went all down. Different than an orgasm and different than heroin. Much better than both. Down my spine. I was crying and simultaneously laughing. Not immediately. It was, I don't even know the order, what the fuck happened, but I was crying to God in thanks. That was the most grace I've ever been extended, because it wasn't just in a moment. I knew I'd never have to feel fear the way I felt it. Mostly like betrayal. I don't know about physical pain yet. I'm down to try though. Yeah. I don't know about that. I do want to spar though. But anyway, I'd rather want to play guitar is what I want to do. I want to sing. I got something to sing about finally. I've always had it. They just try to make us forget it. That's the thing. You know. The understanding that there is no other, it is all one. Yeah. Knowledge locked in a tower, and barons hold the key. And if knowledge is power, know this is tyranny. Why don't you pop on Thrice, Artist in the Ambulance? Start there. See, I'm gonna let the music speak for me. Certain things I probably shouldn't say. Good thing, I love music, I love pop culture. And I wonder how many people actually know shit, and are they just all afraid? Is that what this fucking is? Something to me says yes. Was that the spirit? Was that the intuition? Was that me remembering itself as a fractal of God? I just ask questions. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna find out though. We're all gonna find out together. And these sons of bitches, the slime molds, you know. I screenshotted the website. I should probably put it in here so other people can start scraping it, but I don't want to give it away. But if they delete stuff, all we gotta, and especially, doesn't matter if it's state, because other states could say, hey, that's intrastate federal law shit. Hell yeah, that's a bass groove I can get into. Anyway, I used music to heal myself of trauma. It was before the amygdala shift. I didn't even realize I was fucking doing it. And here's the funny thing. The person that got me into that situation they use psychological tactics. The behavioral data, my friends, they can tell everything about you from your data, you know, and track your behavior, predict future movements. However, they couldn't map me for some reason. And the only explanation is I'm fucking analog, and then there's all digital. I said fuck social media. I don't like it. When Facebook came out, I said fuck that. And then I started fucking around on YouTube, and I did it for a little bit, and I realized I can't be doing this. I'm still hurting inside. So when I see people doing dumb shit, my immediate hit was, well, I gotta fucking say something and show them. Not be nice about it. Of course I could do nice things too, obviously. It's fucking what life's about. Community. They don't want us remembering that 4th of July block parties and neighbors that could help you. I've got stories about people judging me as a single dude out trying to enjoy a sunny day. There's no trust anymore. It's time we do something about it, don't you think? And it's too big for just one person. Everybody has their part and their place to, their piece, their playpen to disrupt. You know? I think that's probably good for a video. Any parting words, Spirit? My higher self, Spirit, the deck floor, the bird. I know some people give me maybe heat for some of those statements I say about the one or God. Check it out. Because I think about stuff. I know my Bible well enough. I've never put God in a box. Never. Even as a kid, I was questioning it in the pastors. Hashing it out with good old grandma. Fucking setting the record straight. Church is 3 or more people witnessing. That word becomes very important. Witnessing Christ. Witnessing the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. We are all an image of the invisible, the One. Now imagine if we all knew that. Suddenly, these artificial lines become fucking meaningless. Can I say that? I don't know. This won't be made for children, obviously. Should be. I mean, something similar anyway. Don't worry, I have educational stuff for kids too. Like I said, I work in a school. Yeah, all we gotta do is just educate the next generation, their empathy, their talents, and not force them into a fucking box. Systems with artificial levers. So God, He spoke everything I keep saying that, it's the prima material, the dark potential that was there before everything. The void of space and time. I never finished my loop thing, did I? Well, I'll save that for the next one. As I spiral until I remember that I already forgot about where I was in space and time, and that it existed and simultaneously didn't exist. Don't worry about it. Still kind of hashing out the quantum coherence, the oscillation, the tethering. We work human ground, discharge. James Hetfield said, I'm talking about the song Battery. The battery feeds off both the positive and the negative. The line that stuck out to me, cannot kill the family. Battery is found in me. Shit. So good. Meaning, the way I interpret it, I'm an analog system. My family, my blood family, human family, fucking family of the earth, whatever, I discharge the positive and the negative shit. Some way or another, can get it out. And sometimes it takes us 30 years to do it, 40 years. Some of us never do it. That's okay. Remember, it's an artificial system that hates you. And the rat is always right. That's good. I just gotta make a few posts, templates. I don't really have to do much work. Like you said, the work will come to me. Well, we'll just see what happens now. So, thank you, God, for being so awesome. I know you love the best of us as much as equal and opposite, and that flips around, I'm sure, as the worst of us. But also, fuck them, right? Amen.